Hey YouTube fans, it's me the Story Man, and oh boy, it's the new month of July, and our weather today is pretty weird. Today, the weather is sunny, but yet there's lightning coming out. That is odd, it's like a contrast. It's sunny so out, yet there's lightning. I feel like the weather is weird today, and I think this story kind of describes how it is. And it's a story I made from Chat GPT, which I call The Boy Who Drew Lightning. So remember folks, like my video, subscribe to my channel, and please leave a comment down in the comment section below. Oh boy, our weather today is abnormal, and this story kind of tells you how it is. And let me show you why it's called that. Every afternoon after school, a quiet boy named Jem sat beside the old acacia tree behind his grandmother's house. While other children raced through the fields, Jem filled page after page with drawings. He's an artist. You can see what this is going. He sketched mountains that touched the clouds, birds with crystal wings, and forests glowing under silver moons. I can imagine how pretty that art is. But unfortunately, our weather isn't so pretty. It's like there's something wrong with it, alas. If you notice the global warming, our weather is just not normal anymore. It's just not normal. It just ain't. Everyone admired his talent, but no one imagined his drawings were anything more than pictures. Not even Jem. Looks like the story's getting a little interesting. One rainy evening, while searching through his grandfather's attic, Jem discovered an old wooden sketchbook wrapped in blue cloth. A note was tucked inside, and this is what it says. I'll read it. Art is more than what the eye can see. Draw with your heart, and the sky will answer. Ooh. Thinking that it was only a strange family saying, Jem smiled. Okay, and just kept the book right beside him. But slipped a blank page into the sketchbook. As thunder rumbled outside, he began drawing a bolt of lightning. Oh boy, I wish there wasn't lightning here. Unfortunately, ours is. In our country, lightning means our internet goes out and it gets damaged. That's the way to turn off our internet when there's lightning. Pretty bad. Well, it lasts long, but things can get damaged in lightning storms. Unfortunately, it looks like Jem will figure that out himself. He shaded the clouds carefully. He added tiny sparks dancing around the bolt. Finally, he signed his name, Jem. The moment his pencil lifted from the paper, crack! A brilliant streak of lightning flashed across the sky, brighter than any storm before it. The lightning in this village flickered. Jem jumped to his feet. His drawing disappeared. Ooh, looks like Jem had discovered he can draw drawings to life. Outside the exact lightning bolt he had drawn sketched across the clouds. Oh boy, you can see our place is kind of describing how Jem does it. He is like, I can imagine he's alive right now, creating this lightning storm with his drawings, even though it's supposed to be sunny. There's such a stark contrast. People are supposed to be questioning this, but just take it in stride as if this is normal. This ain't. Lightning is coming out in the middle of a sunny day, even though there's not much of a cloud. That is just weird. It is just weird. It could be a coincidence. Could it? I wondered that myself. The next day, he experimented. He drew a tiny spark. A small flash appeared in the distance. He drew 3 bolts. 3 streaks lit up the sky. Soon, Jem realized the magical sketchbook transformed every lightning drawing into real lightning. Oh boy, lightning. I can imagine how deadly that is. At first, he used the power to help others. During dry seasons, he summoned storms to water thirsty farms. Sailors caught in thick fog found their way home after flashes illuminate the sea. Wow. I can imagine how beautiful it is. I also saw a beautiful lightning storm that streaked under a sky, although on an eerie green sky, which is very scary. Firefighters battling forest fires welcome rain clouds that gathered around after Jem's careful sketches. I can imagine where did this thunderstorm came from? It's supposed to be all sunny, no clouds. But who cares? The rain is helping kill the fire, so let's just continue showering, boys. Get fired those hoses. Thank God for a streak of good luck. Oh, unfortunately, it looks like people discovered who he is. People began calling the mysterious helper the artist of the storm. That's a Pretty nice title. I can imagine how nice that is. Whew. No one knew it was just a young boy with a pencil. They thought it was a grown man or an old person, elderly person, with the power that had years of training. I can imagine how that would be. But power, even magical power, is never truly simple. No, magic is never simple. It is what it is. It's complicated no matter what form it takes. I can imagine how complicated that would be. One afternoon, a wealthy collector named Victor Hale heard the stories. And he said this. And that sketchbook is real. I could control every storm on Earth. Power like that could be exploited. Imagine controlling the weather itself to become whatever you choose. It could be destructive. I can imagine how deadly that is. A movie based on that, loosely based on that, came out, and it actually you could see it for yourself. I won't tell you the title. I could risk copyright, so figure that out yourself. He searched for Gem for weeks. Ooh. Man, the weather is weird today. It's already sunny out here, yet there's still a little lightning. I feel like Gem is still drawing. Eventually, he found him drawing beneath the acacia tree. Imagine what we accomplish, Victor said, with a smile that never reached his eyes. You could become famous, rich, respected. Imagine all that power. He could have it all at such a young age. But Gem did this. He shook his head. My drawings aren't meant to control people. Victor's smile vanished. If you won't help me. He lunged for the sketchbook. Gem held it tightly. Several pages tore free from this and scattered into the wind. One landed near Victor's feet. He grabbed a charcoal stick and hurriedly scribbled giant bolts covering the page. The sky darkened instantly. Thunder exploded. Lightning crashed wildly across hills and rivers. Trees split. Animals fled. The storm grew stronger every second because Victor drew without a care, thinking only of power. I can imagine the weather could be damaged from this. But then again, our weather already is damaged. As you can see, global warming had damaged our weather too. It's thundering even though it's bright and sunny. That is just super weird. Gem knew there was only one way to stop it. He opened the final blank page in the sketchbook. Instead of drawing lightning, he drew peace. A picture of peace. Soft clouds. Right out there right now. Gentle rain. A rising sun. A rainbow stretching across the valley. Warm light replacing darkness. I can imagine how beautiful that is. As he finished the drawing, the violent storm slowed. The lightning softened. Rain fell quietly onto the fields. The clouds opened, revealing golden sunlight. As you can see, the golden sunlight out there is pretty nice. Victor stared upward in disbelief like this. The page in his hands crumbled into ash. The magical sketchbook had made its choice. Its power belonged only to artists who created with kindness rather than greed. Ooh. Looks like Gem had found his calling to become a great artist. Years passed. Gem grew into a celebrated artist. Though few believed the old stories about the magical sketchbook, he filled galleries with breathtaking paintings of skies bursting with color, storms swirling with life, and peaceful rain washing over distant mountains. I can imagine how beautiful that is. The artist indeed. He looks like Gem found his dream to be an artist. No magic, just a life. Sometimes on summer evenings, children would point toward the horizon. Do you see the lightning? They would ask, pointing it out there. It looked like someone drew it. Oh yes. Gem would simply smile. Like this. A knowing smile. He knew that every masterpiece begins with a single line. And that the greatest power an artist possesses is not the ability to command the sky, but the wisdom to know when not to. And somewhere beyond the clouds, the sky still waited, ready to answer the heart of anyone who chose to create, not for power, but for hope. I'll end it right here. And that's my story of the boy who literally and figuratively drew lightning. And thank you for watching my video. This is the Bookman signing out. Oh boy, a new month and a new story made from Chat GPT and given life by yours truly, the Story Man. So remember folks, like my video, subscribe to my channel, and please leave a comment down in the comment section below. Remember, hit that like button down the video to like this video. Subscribe to my channel to hit the bell down there to get a notification from me and what kind of uploads I uploaded. Videos I uploaded, sorry. Comment down the comment section below down there on what kind of story you want to make, and I will make it with Chat GPT. And I'll give it as much life as possible, giving it a lot of voice acting and a lot of narration. If you'll do all that, this thumb will reach at the end with a thumbs up. Remember, like, comment, subscribe equals a thumbs up from me to you. Remember, the story is made by Chat GPT, but the voice acting, dramatic flair, storytelling, narration, and ad-libbing were done by a real human being, for which I call myself the Story Man. Remember, like, comment, subscribe equals a thumbs up from me to you. Thank you, and goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Goodbye, goodbye, goodbye. Bye-bye. Bye.